Let's hit something, world. This is AJ with tips and tricks. Today we're going to shake things up a bit. We're talking about something a bit more technical than usual, which means that I'll be taking the back seat. More specifically, I'm going to be switching places with the man presently behind the camera. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at making our own subkick or transducer. I'm going to turn things over to my drum tech, videographer, co-architect, co-designer, and, as it were, my father, Jeff Nystrom. You usually see his name in the end credits for his help with filming and manning the teleprompter, but now you'll be able to put a face with the name and learn a bit more about the technical aspect of my setup.
This episode was inspired in part by seeing another online drummer going through his microphone setup and talking about his homemade subkick, also known as a transducer. I must admit, I was a skeptic at first on what was a simple project and what it can do for your recordings. It looked too easy to be worthwhile, I thought. Well, here we go. First, we'll have to gather the materials. We'll need a decent quality round speaker. Ours happens to be a salvaged 6-inch speaker from an old home stereo system. Next, we'll need an 8-inch by 6-inch drum shell with an air vent. Then an XLR microphone cable, with a male plug on the end, as covered in episode 52. You will need to make this long enough to reach from the front of your bass drum to your audio snake on your mixer input. We'll also support a frame out of 3/4-inch PVC plumbing fittings. Doesn't look like much, but it will work. I will give you a cut list for these parts. It's so simple, it's scary. Take the XLR microphone cable and thread it through the drum port into the shell. Prepare the end as outlined in episode 52, which I'm doing right now. We have to cut the jacketing off of it, take the insulation off, gather up all of the conductors on the shield, I should say, not shell. You need to form it into a conductor. Twist it nice and tight, making sure you have all the connections. On the Mogami cable, as we talked before, there's a couple of spacer pieces you have to cut out. Make sure it's got no copper in it or you're in trouble. As we said before, this is outlined in episode 52. And we need to strip the ends off, about 1/4 inch. We want to twist those conductors nice and tight. And I need to tin those with my soldering iron. Which means I need my safety glasses. And tinning just adds a little thin coating of solder onto there to make the contacts nice and strong. The strands all become one, make them nice and strong so they won't snap off, and give you a good audio connection. If your speaker had a red wire on it, solder the clear copper cable to that one located on the speaker. The other terminal black is going to get the blue wire from your Mogamo cable. What I need to do is first is tin my black on my speaker. Anytime you're doing any kind of wiring, you need to tin the wires. Don't take any shortcuts. Okay. So my wires on my speaker are actually all ready. I'm going to take my wires from my cable. We want to join them. We're going to do what they call an inline splice. So red to the copper. Solder my connection. Put a little tape around to insulate the connector. And join our black wire to the blue. So now we finished joining the Mogamo cable to your speaker. Let's talk about packaging. Our Subkick transducer is supported by a 3/4 inch PVC frame that's going to slide into your shell. The speaker is screwed carefully to the 4 PVC caps using 1-inch screws. Slide the shield wire under one of these screws to get your ground. Slide the speaker and frame into the shell until it is flush with the top of your frame, as you see in our sample. We want everything nice and flat to the top. We want to fill it with fiberglass insulation inside to deaden the open space in the drum shell. The head and the rim were mounted on the back edge to complete the cosmetic appearance. Finally, we chose a snare stand in a barbell weight to keep it from tipping over to support this real close to the drum head to pick up the low-level bass frequencies. That completes your own Subkick transducer.
Thanks for watching. Next week we'll break down one of my favorite fills, one that I call the spastic fill. Until then, live right, drum well, and have fun. I'm AJ Nystrom, and I'll see you next week.